applause, come on. And Intendani, let's welcome our two teams. Of a cup final. Who wants it the most? That is the question. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you please to be upstanding. Upstanding, please, as we play the national anthem. Please, will you be upstanding from your seats? Please. Everybody up, please. Ladies and gentlemen, respect, please, the national anthem of South Africa. Take your heads off. And shake hands with the officials and of course their opposition. Here we go. May the best team win today. I would just like the two captains, after you finish this, to come forward with our officials so we can do the toss for the kickoff. All right, our two captains, please. Please come forward and join us. Dave, your captain. Thank you. Come forward, please, gents. Come forward, referees. Come forward. And the captain of Intendani, please.
I would go down that part.
The officials will take care of this now. They're going to do the toss and decide who's going to kick the game off. Or change ends, of course. There is a choice of changing ends or kicking off.
And a very good afternoon right here from Hilton College. We are just moments away from the final. It's the Crusaders tournament right here at Hilton College, live here on Mukulu Media. I am your commentator for the day, Thabiso Sindane. We have what a game ahead of us. The pitch is meticulous, the weather is beautiful. We are getting ready. We are moments away from having what an amazing game between Leicester City and Intendani FC. Apparently, looking at the history and the stats of the tournament, these two teams have played together in the final again in 2024, which Leicester City won 3-2. So it's going to be a bit of a revenge game from Intendani today, of which they qualified through penalties, which was very difficult at the time. But we'll see today. Let's go through some of the starting lineups for the day.
Shall we do this? Ladies and gentlemen, shall we do this?
Starting off with Intendani, we have in goal Pamandla Ntobo, Fundo Ngubane, Lungelo Mieza, Luyanda Ngubane, Mlungisi Dlamini, Muzi Zuma, Sipho Pengu, Lizwi Kunene, Lungisani Skakane, Sianda Ngubo with 3 goals. Just to mention a few players that are on 3 goals. Fundo Ngubane has 3 goals in the tournament. Sianda Ngubo also has 3 goals in the tournament. Tolani Kunene also has 3 goals in the tournament. And then going forward, Zamukuhle Ndlovu, Velo Mbatha, then Ncele Ayanda, Kanyiso Ndlovu. And then moving on to the Leicester starting lineups, Garrett Sims, Chaba Molefe, Reece Clark, Bandile Mbatha, Brian Mays, Yamgelo Sikoe, Khulekane Vilakazi, Qiniso Mahlobo, Keshwin Ryan, Hlanhla Shelembe, and Curtis Dos Santos. Good to see a few names that's some of the players that I've played with before. And we are off. We have kick off. Patient build up there by Intandani. Good patient build up here in the start of the game by Intandani. Interesting to see that Leicester City is exercising a low block here at the start of the game. Maybe just a few tied legs. Shabaye with the turn. Kershwin. Unlucky there from Kershwin. Tried to do a cross. Maybe he got his compass a bit to the left. But very good start here from Leicester City, pressing Intandane pretty high here in the first 2 minutes of the game. Sims back to Brian. Sims commanding there from the back. Brady. Unlucky there from Gubani, overcooking that pass a bit. Interesting to see what type of tactics both coaches are going to implement in the first 45 minutes with a bit of tied legs. It's been a long tournament. If you haven't been at the tournament, it started on Friday, so this is the penultimate games. It's been very exciting, a lot of goals, pure passion from the Crusaders tournament. I think it's its 4th year, so pretty exciting to see it grow each year. But I think a few followers of the tournament this year wish to have a new winner in the tournament, but we don't know. Things look a bit tight. Overcooking his touch there on the side. Basa. Mieza. Gubo on the ball there with the 3 goals. He's hoping to make a huge impact in this game. Good ball there. 1v1. Could it be? Cut back. Dos Santos. Oh! Mahlobo unlucky. Good save there from the goalkeeper. Good save there by Ngobo. Ngobo trying to calm down the situation. Gives it to Ngubane. Leicester pressing high here. Unlucky there from Leicester. Mr. Dos Santos, as they call him, Makat, tried his best there to finish. Maybe some tired legs. He's not a warm up bit at this moment in time, so we'll see what happens. Unlucky there. Bengu. Ntandane. Gives it to Ngubo. Being dispossessed there by Chaba. As they call him Mosquito. Not knowing that he moves like a mosquito. But yeah, man, we'll see. Interesting to see that they've played him in the right back. His initial position, as I know him, is in the midfield. Maybe the coaches see something that we don't see. Mieza. Safety first there by Mieza. Interesting to see in the early stages of this game. Dos Santos stay in the box. Gives it back to Mashobo. Unlucky there. Could that be a penalty? If there was VAR, we would have checked VAR. I'm not sure. But the Ntandane players, all Leicester players, don't seem to be protesting against the penalty. So I think play shall continue. It's a corner for Leicester City. Unlucky there from Mr. Dos Santos. I think it just ran a bit too far from the ball, giving it back to Mahlobo. First corner of the day. As they say in South African football, corner is a goal. Good aerial presence there by Ngobo, looking to strike a counter-attack. Good defending there. Byers. Vilarazi cutting in. Back to Reece Clark. Bata foul by his team out of trouble. Interesting to see how Ntandane play themselves out of this situation, as they haven't had a shot on target or odd goal for that matter. So Mr. Symes there, a bit bored there. Don't know what he's doing. He hasn't had any action so far. Back to Mbata. Good aerial ball there. Mr. Symes getting a bit of action there, as they call him G. Dlamini gives it to Vilarazi in the box. Good save there by Ngobo. Vilarazi needs to sort out his conversion. Otherwise, he's going to cost his team the game. He's been getting chances, dribbling like a maze runner through the players of Ntandane, but can't seem to finish. Could have laid it off there to Mr. Dos Santos, but I guess he needed to take a bit of responsibility and finish. Unlucky there from Mr. Vilarazi. Good save there by Ngobo, getting them out of trouble there once again. Tempers flaring there on the pitch between the coaches and Ubata. Zuma there, the captain. Drives the ball into the box. Clark in the box. Unlucky there. Both teams haven't managed to settle in the game. As you can see, a lot of build-up disruption. So I'm guessing after 20 to 25 minutes, both teams would have settled, but none of them are giving each other any breathing room in the midfield. Mr. Clark driving a ball there. Ngubo there doing a bit of simulation there. The ref doesn't think there was enough impact. Vilakazi again taking them on. Mays running in the box. Ashobo with the shot. Unlucky. Good play there by Vilakazi and Mashobo there. Maybe seeing that Zuma, the captain there, is a weak link there on the right-hand side of Intandane. Attacking him with pace, precision, and skill. Unlucky there from Mashobo. Tried to do a left shot. Maybe not his preferred foot, but it was a decent attempt at the end of the day. The ball being a bit heavy there by Dlamini from Pengu. Sioka. Beautiful ball from Sioka to Mashobo. Vilakazi. Good defending there by Skakane. Clark giving a ball to Kershwin. Kershwin looking for options, taking his man on. Good 1-2 build up there from Leicester. Unlucky there. Roots 1 football there by Intandane, trying to catch Sioka off guard. Confusion there at the back. Good precision there from Sioka. Symes. Byers. Vilakazi with the pass in the midfield. Chaba. Tlanta Shedembe. Mashobo, good turn there in the midfield. Good 1-2 pass there from Dos Santos. Unlucky, a bit overrun. Good defending there by Mbata. I beg your pardon, Mieza. Vilakazi doing his best to dictate the play there in the midfield for Leicester City. But Mbata is not giving him anything there by Intandane. Switch play there to Kershwin. Service there from unlucky there a bit. Zobo trying to calm his team down a bit after receiving a lot of pressure from Leicester City in the past 10 minutes of this game. Mieza calming things down there at the back. Dandani needs to be careful with building up at the back there with no real progression and purpose. There we go. Foul there by Sioka. Good skill there by Ngubo. With 3 goals, he's the danger man. They need to be very careful and wary of him and where he receives the ball. Set piece here from Intandane. Could this be the first shot on target for them? Ngubo, unlucky. That would have been perfect for a rugby game if he was converting. Maybe he needs to speak to Andre Pollard, give him a few pointers on how to do a conversion kick. We in football, we need it back off the sticks. Mr. Symes is not entertained at all, having 0 shots on targets from Intandane today. Interesting to see how they change all of that, adjusting their tactics in order for them to be able to be in advancing positions here on the pitch. Chaba there on the midfield, back to Byers, Clock. Counter attack. Unlucky, a bit rushed there. Had a few options there in the box. He could have looked left nor right. He had both options at his disposal at the time, but maybe he chose to take a bit of responsibility. Dos Santos, Vilagazi, back to Shelembe. Clock to Kershwin. Kershwin taking him on. Having no support there, finally Mr. Clock gives them a bit of support. Back to Mahlobo. Vilagazi, unlucky there. Good play there at the back. Good pass there by Mbata. Unlucky there. Clock. Kershwin. Chaba. Clock inverting there as a right back, playing in the midfield at times, which proves to be good pass there by Meza. 2 times, unlucky. Kunene there, not finding his accuracy, not opening his body wide enough to finish. Good pass there by Meza. Right, defense splitting pass there through the heart of the Leicester City midfield. Much better here from Intandane. Bata. Gubo. Gubo. Good pass there by Gubo. Unlucky. Clock needs to be very careful there with his stats up. Referees in finals tend to pull out the cards very, very, very easy. So he needs to be cautious as it being early here in the game. And he's a very influential player in this team. So they need him. So he needs to handle his discipline. Chaba in the midfield. Back to Sioka. Dos Santos, good pass there. Zuma, Shelembe, good save there by Ngobo again, pulling a rabbit out of the hat and saving the Intandane team again. Shelembe needs to sort this out. You got to put the team to the sword. You have to capitalize on those opportunities. This is a final. I do not know what is happening with Shelembe. Good pass there by Sioka. Good flick on by Dos Santos. 1-on-1 for Shelembe, the 3rd time in this game. Meza feeling a bit of a pull. Heavy legs. It's been 3 days of a tournament, so pretty understandable that some of the players are finding themselves cramping a bit here early in the final. Hope he's okay. It would be very disappointing for Intandane to lose such a player like Kumieza, who's at the heart of the defense and has been driving the force and controlling things from the back, a true leader. So it would be very disappointing if he does not go back into the game, but seemingly he's already banished his arm, so he's a warrior. I'm sure he'll come back into this game. If you have just joined us on the Mukulu Media live stream, it is 0-0 between Leicester City and Intandane right here at the Crusaders tournament in Hilton College. Pengu, back to Pengu. Dlamini, back to Zuma. Zuma to Mbata. Offside there by Gnene. Gnene is really playing off the shoulder of Byers and Mr. Reese Clark, so they need to be very careful of him making those over the top runs. Sioka. Gershwin, beautiful ball there by Mr. Mahlobo. Gershwin taking him on. Good cross there by Gershwin. He ran the ball out, unlucky there. Lungsanis Kakane matching him there for pace. It's been a good contested duel between the Gershwin and Skakane, of course, here, having a few duels, but I think the score right now between those duels is 2-1 to Mr. Skakane, because that is the first cross Gershwin has managed to deliver. Taking the route one option. First bit of action there for Mr. Sims. Mahlobo. Mahlobo. Clark. Gershwin. Patient build up there. Patient build up there. Good running there by Dos Santos behind. Unlucky there, Curtis. Turning back the hands of time there, Mr. Curtis Dos Santos, remembering his old days when he was still young and youthful, when he could run all over the pitch, playing for Golden Arrows, a true legend for our local football. Gershwin, good 1-2 pass there from Gershwin. Reese. Gershwin with the cross. Shelembe. Bata. Penalty! Bata making the mistake. Like I had mentioned, that you need to be very disciplined when it comes to finals. Referees pull out the penalties. My, oh my, oh my. Could this be the first goal? Could this be the first goal in the final? We shall see. Penalty here for Leicester City. Makat getting up there and taking it for himself. Curtis Dos Santos looking to get his team in front. Can Gobo pull them out of the mud again here in this situation? And can Curtis? Go! It is 1-0. 1-0 here between Leicester City. Beautiful taken lead penalty by Curtis Dos Santos. Unlucky there from Umbasa.
Dos Santos, number 10. Big round of applause. Nice penalty taken, no pressure. David's smiling, he's happy.
Seeing a bit of a smile here from Mr. Dos Santos immediately after scoring a goal, after having missed that opportunity earlier. Exciting times. Now Intandane needs to react. Let's see how they react. Should be interesting what tactical approach the two coaches take in the final few minutes of this first half. Sioka. Chaba. Gubani. Back to Symes. Good driven pass there by Symes. Gershwin has switched sides. The Intandane players cannot deal with the pace of the wingers on the Leicester City side. Gershwin has just switched sides with Umbasa and proven again. Zuma there on the right back has proven to be a weak link here for Intandane. The coach needs to look at that adjustment and make that adjustment in the second half. Otherwise, they will be exposed time and time again in this football match. Gubo and Bata here over the ball. Interesting to see what creativity in the set piece they pull off. Or will he shoot straight on target? Bata. Goal! It's offside. Saved there by the linesman. I think it's an offside. Gubo there feeling a bit of pain there after that collision with Clark.
Goal for number 8, Villakazi. Let's see what's been given. He's been given a foul there. No goal. Still 1-0. Offside decision.
Gubani. Back to Zuma. With 20 minutes to go here in the first half. It is 1-0 between Leicester and Intandane. With Leicester just taking the lead there from Curtis Dos Santos. Opportunity here. Good assertiveness there by Symes, commanding his box. Bandile Mbata dribbling with such pace and precision, causing a lot of problems here for Intandane here on the right hand side. Switching with Kershwin, who himself is causing a lot of problems on the other hand there for Zuma. Gubo here with 3 goals in the tournament, lacking a bit of service. Maybe in the second half they could change tactics just to get him a bit of ball action in the box. Chaba there to Byers. Chaba again. Chaba scanning his field and dispossessed Gubo. Sioka. Clark inverting there again as the right back going into the midfield. Dos Santos, goal! Running back the clock of time. Curtis Makai Dos Santos buries it around the goalkeeper. Does it again in yet another final. Spectacular here from Mr. Dos Santos. What an amazing goal. Good pass there from Mr. Clark. Amazing. If you yet haven't joined us, you are missing out on such an amazing goal. What football, exciting times. It is 2-0 for Leicester City.
So Leicester 2, Intandane 0. They have it all to do now.
Leicester City making sure that they get a comfortable lead just before half-time. Bata here. Specific needs to be very careful. Mieza. Gubani, back to Zuma, the captain. Mieza. Comfortable play there from Symes, relieving the pressure of his defenders. Good progressive football there from Leicester. Zuma back to Pengu. Interesting to see the mid block that Leicester City have assumed currently, maybe just taking a bit of rest after, as they see that they are approaching halftime. Not pressing too high like in the first 20-25 minutes of this first half. Jovu. Back to Pengu. Pengu not reading. Jovu there with the 1-2. Good read of the game there by Mieza. After such a beautiful distribution from Symes to Mr. Dos Santos, unfortunately Mieza, good defensive awareness. As you can see right here on the touchline, we've got Tungubo with 3 goals, yet to make an impact, having a pretty slow day today. Maybe the Leicester team did a bit of a scouting report on him, keeping him at bay. Chaba. Gershwin. Good switch there by Spesihle. Mahlobo, goal! The pace of these Leicester City wingers is causing all sorts of problems for Intandane on either side. It is a problem. Good goal there by Mahlobo. Cuts inside, finishing with such aplomb there in the box.
Putting Leicester ahead 3-0 before the break. 3-0 Leicester.
It's starting to be a mountain here for Intandane. Some disappointed heads there. 3-0 in the first half. The pace. I cannot stop to mention the pace of these Leicester City wingers are causing all sorts of problems for the Intandane. The 4 Intandane fullbacks. It's been such a spectacular performance by Bandile Mbata on the wing. Gershwin, mistake there by Pengu. Bata, good read there by Mieza. Mieza taking a bit of initiative. Back to Mbata. Switching it all the way to Ngubo. Ngubo with the shot. Symes back to Pies. Good read there by Mahlobo, winning the possession back for his team. Baza. Takane needs to be careful there with his studs up. Having Zuma with a yellow card, they cannot afford two fullbacks, or mind you, defenders to have bookings in this first half. As you can see, the pace, the skill from these Leicester City wingers is causing all sorts of problems. So they need, interesting to see what approach the coach takes in the second half. Does he pull them off? Does he change formation? A bit of a knock there by Ngubo, from Ngubo, by Clark. Doesn't seem to be very happy about that. It's a bit of disappointment about the 3-0 scoreline currently, and having failed to make much of an impact in this game. Hopefully in the second half he rallies the troops up and gets an opportunity to get on the score sheets and continue his good run in scoring. Fair play there from Intandane. Sioka. Spesihle. Spesihle. Chaba. Tumahlobo. Kershwin. Good ball there by Sioka. Kershwin it's been lacking a bit of action here in the latter stages of this first half. Back to Kershwin. Kershwin cuts in, and lucky, maybe a bit too rushed. If you have just joined us here on the Makulu live stream, it is the final in the Crusaders tournament between Leicester City and Intandane FC. The scoreline currently is 3-0 to Leicester City, with 2 goals from Curtis Dos Santos and 1 goal from Eniso Mahlobo. Good to see the families out here to watch the tournament. Interesting, family orientated. Very, very lovely to see for the sports of football. Cross here by counter-attack. Intandane looking to close off the half. Back to Zuma, killing the transition there. Byers. Bata. Dos Santos. Back to Mahlobo. A bit of gassy flavor there from Curtis. Good ball there by Shaba to Clark. Unlucky there. Was that a cross or a shot? Maybe he knows. Unlucky there. Good ball there by Shaba. A bit of a funny moment there between between Mahlobo and Clark. Interesting to see. Clark there maybe wanting to get in on the scoring action. Very, very, very exciting. Mieza. Back to Clark. Clark finding it very easy against Ngubane. Haven't said Umbata's name in quite some time since he got that yellow card for that foul on Dos Santos, which led to the penalty. Maybe Ntandane looking to neutralize the game. Just moments here before the first half ends. It is 3-0 to Leicester City if you have just joined us here on the Mukulu live stream. Byers back to Clark. Good pass there, Spesihle. Offside. Mbata. Skakane. Pass to Gubo. Byers marshalling very closely. Mahlobo to Dos Santos. Good pass to Gershwin. Cream, unlucky. Beautiful ball there by Gershwin. Like I said, from winger to winger, these wingers have telepathic communication between the two. They are not just causing problems with their pace, but also creating opportunities for each other. Lovely to see by the Leicester City wingers. Confidence is high, confidence is high. Sioka. Back to Cream. Taking on Zuma again, using his blistering space. Zuma needs to be careful, he's already on a yellow card. Skakane. Skakane. Good ball there by Ngubo. Gives it to Dlamini. Dlamini, amazing run into the box, unlucky. Comfortable collection there at the end of it all by Symes. Ngubo. Dlamini. Unlucky. Beautiful attempt there by Dlamini, giving his team a bit of a fighting chance here in the latter stages of the first half. Cream causing all sorts of problems there for Zuma, taking him on, cutting in. Back to Mahlobo. Mahlobo, cutting in. Back to Chaba. Back to Mahlobo. Cut back. Makati with a hat-trick goal! Beautiful play there from Leicester City. Beautiful play there by Mahlobo Chaba. The connection, the communication is flawless. If 3-0 was comfortable, then 4-0 is easy streets. Beautiful football there by Leicester players. Beautiful football. Exciting in the cup final.
Leicester City 4, Ntandane 0, just before half time. They have it all to do in the second half. Amazing. The pace, the skill, the determination from the Leicester City players is causing all sorts of problems for Ntandane's defense. A few disappointed faces there from Ntandane's face. Mr. Dos Santos, Tottenham Hotspur are here looking at you. They need you. He's not for sale.
Zuma. Mieza. It's a ball for Zamini. Good marshalling there by Mr. Reese Clark. Back to Sioka. Calm and collected. Mahlobo. Back to Ngobo. Bengu. Zuma with the cross. Good read there by Byers. Beautifully poised. Byers has a lot of composure playing there with Sioka at the back. Specifically, no communication whatsoever from the Leicester City players. Not telling who's specifically to turn. Instruction is very important in football, as it guides you. It guides players. It gives better balance. It helps players make better decisions. So I think the Leicester players need to exercise that a lot, because we've been seeing Uspesihle lose a lot of balls through his teammates not communicating with him. So very interesting to see in the second half how they communicate in the changing room. And that's it for the first half here in this exhilarating final. A bit of a walkover, it's a bit of a walkover, but we'll see. Interesting to see in the second half what Intandane can do. Do they have the character? Do they have the resilience and the tenacity to come back from 4-0? So yeah, Leicester City looking comfortable. They're looking bound for a fourth title or a third title in a row, if I might say. So yeah, we will be back right here after these halftime with the second half. It is Crusaders tournament final between Leicester City and Intandane. The score is 4-0 to Leicester City, looking to make it a quadruple of trophies here in the Crusaders tournament. We are right here on the Mukulu live stream. Log in, do whatever. We'll be back. And we back here on the Mukulu stream, live stream here on YouTube. We are back at Hilton College for the final. We are moments away from the second half and thereof. We are back. Just a bit of a score reminder. It is 4-0 to Leicester City. Would have expected a much closely encountering game here between Leicester City and Intandane, having the history between the two clubs, you know. We would have thought that it would be deeply in their minds, the 3-2 loss to Leicester City in 2024, but seemingly they've just upped the level, Leicester City. But we'll see here in the first half what type of tactical changes that Intandane have implemented. Zuma here with the cross, Sioka, Shelembe, Mahlobo. Foul there from Bata. Needs to be very careful how he plays in the second half, because he's a very important player for them. Gershwin. Good defending there by Skakane. As I was saying, by Mbata needs to be very careful that he doesn't concede another yellow card as an impactful player in their midfield. So he needs to be a bit cautious how he plays in the second half. Zuma. Jovu. Back to Mieza. Ever so reliable Mieza, a warrior, a true warrior. Good to see that he came back into the game. It was just a bit of a knock. I guess he's running it off. Bata, back to Ndlovu. Bata, Ndlovu again. Reese. Mieza. Taking his time, scanning his options. No runners here. A bit of heavy legs from the Intandane players here, and you would have thought they would have been taking the game by the tooth. Bata, back to Ndlovu. Bata. Building up with not much progression. They need to be very careful at the pressure. Back to Mieza, the warrior. Beautiful pass there to Dlamini. Unlucky, a bit overcooked. Maybe he didn't anticipate getting that ball at that moment in time, but unlucky there for Dlamini. As we are about to get our first substitution of the game, Fundo Ngubane with 3 goals. Fundo Ngubane making his way. Maybe this could be the substitution that actually changes things for Intandane FC. Eagerly excited to go on the field. There is Mfundo Ngubane with 3 goals. Hoping their combination with Ngubo will continue right here in this second half in the tournament, if I might say. Piers. Good pass there. Mahlobo. Reese not reading Mahlobo's creativity. Shelembe. Good pass there by Sioka. Cream. Perhaps Clark not seeing De Santos' run there in between the centre backs. Overly cooked for Gershwin there. Bata. Gershwin. Spesihle. Beautiful recovery from Spesihle. Siokak. Gubani. Back to Mbata. Zuma. Patient build up there from Intandane, trying to get out from the back. Bengu, back to Skakane, all the way back to Ngobo. Good read there, Spesihle. Bit of an injury by Gershwin there. Didn't quite see what happened, but hopefully he gets back because he's a player that is dearly needed there on the wings, as he's been causing a lot of problems for the Ntandane fullbacks, the likes of Uskakane and Zuma. Gershwin and Cream have been confusing the opposition by changing dynamics each 5 minutes intervals, if I'm not mistaken, judging by how often they change positions on the pitch. Zwiguneno checking in the substitution for Dlamini. Good defense there by Shelembe. Good control there by Mbata. Back to Zuma. Zuma to Ngubane, cutting in with his left. Beautiful ball there to Gunene. Not so sure that was on offside. The crowd seems to agree with me. Unlucky there from Mugunene, hoping to make an immediate impact with his first touch. Beautiful ball there from Mugubane. Ngubane. Ndlovu. Beautiful run there by Curtis. Unlucky. Ngobo gets them out of trouble again. First corner here in the second half for Leicester City. Looking to play it short, just to manage the game a bit here in the first half. Beautiful cross, unlucky. Dos Santos. Mieza. Gubani. Gubani. Beautiful. Gershwin. Overlapping run from Shelembe, cross. Unlucky, nobody at the first pole. Bata, Zuma. A bit of miscommunication there from Bata and Gubani. He thought he was still running, but had come back to ask for the ball very short. Chaba. I think it's the first time seeing Chaba touch the ball in this first half. Maybe a bit of tactical changes in the midfield. Gubani and Bata are marshalling him much better. Especially. Specific. Bata. Good read there by Gubo. Gubo there making quite an impact here in the second half. Maybe changing of positions gives him more dynamic to the way he plays, gives more impact to how he's going to control and score the game, mind you. But yeah, good to see him trying to make an impact on impacting the game. You know. Let's see here a set piece. Let's see how they influence the game from this side. Ngubane has been a live wire since he went on. Ngubane. Good switch there by Gnene. First corner there for Intandane. If you have just joined us here on the Makulu live stream, it is 4-0 to Leicester right here on the final at the Crusade tournament. Mr. Simmons needs to be very, very careful of his stats. Even in the first half, his discipline has been somewhat of an issue here in this final. He needs to be very careful. He's treading on thin ice with the referee, and especially since it's a final. So studs up tackles like those are given 9 out of 10 times by referees. So Mr. Simmons, as him being also one of the impactful players in the Leicester City team, needs to be very careful he does not get sent off, as they need him to manage out this game. Ngubo and Zuma over the ball right now. Let's see what creativity they have planned. Beautiful read there by Mieza, the ever so reliable Mieza, the warrior. Vilarazi. Schaba. Back to Vilarazi. Reese. Back to Mahlobo. Good fights there by Ngubane. Good fights there in the midfield by Ngubane. Making sure that the transition is not a problem for him in his defense. Sioka over the ball now. Cushion. 3 substitutions now for Leicester City. Maybe seeing the game is already won, and it's already won, giving other players that haven't played much in the tournament an opportunity to get a bit of a run. Getting a standing ovation there, Curtis Dos Santos with a hat-trick in the final. Going in now, Andile Chama, Mhlengi Ngobo, and Bryce Byers, brother of Braden Byers, who is currently playing in the defense. Oh, they twins. Byers, Cream causing all sorts of problems here for Zuma again in the second half. Byers, back to Vilagazi. Maybe a bit cold there, Andile, as he hasn't touched the ball. Maybe he's not warm enough, but unlucky there for displacing his first touch. Zuma Tumbasa. Gubane. Good tackle there by Byers. The substitutions linking up very early here. Good pass there. Andile, unlucky. Good combination play there in the final third for the Leicester City substitutions, looking to prove themselves to the coach why he made these early substitutions in the second half. Exciting times for these youngsters who have just been brought onto the game. Shaba, Mahlobo, back to Shaba, Vilagazi, turn, unlucky. Jama there looking to make an immediate impact with the turn and shoots in the box. Maybe just a bit rushed there at the end of the day. Gubani. Back to Gubani again. Mieza. Zuma. Back to Gubani. Seemingly the Byers brothers seem to be twins, so I'm guessing their parents should be proud of them, seeing them in a final, playing together alongside in such a strong defense here. Cross there from Mhlengi, Dlamini, Andile. Back to clock. Ngobo. Vilagazi. Cream. Byers. Leicester City are taking a bit of a sting out of this game, managing the game, being wary not to concede. Offside there by Byers. Good build-up play there from the Leicester City players, giving our fans a bit of chirping and cheering pointers, chirping and cheering. Here in the final, it's pretty exciting for them as a team. Currently 4-0. Gubani, unlucky, maybe displacing the ball there, trying to pick out Undlovu, who was closely marshaled there by Byers, who's very fresh, just moved into the game. So Mahlobo to Andile, good first touch there, Andile, 1-on-1, good step over, good finish, goal! Beautiful football here from the Leicester City players. 1-on-1, step over, clinical first ball finish there by Andile, who is just being substituted in. Andile Jama making an impact.
Putting Leicester in a comfortable position, 5-0 ahead. No game is over till the final whistle. But the boys have got it all to do now.
Disappointed faces on the Ntandane players after fighting so hard to try and work their way back into this game, and now having to concede, and they are 5-0 down. So if you've just joined us here on the Mukulu live stream, it is the final between Leicester City and Ntandane right here at Hilton College in the Crusaders tournament. 5 Leicester City, 0 Ntandane. Andile there in the box, unlucky, looking to make it a brace. Zuma, Bata, switching it to Kunene. Kunene needs to make sure of his line there, maybe bend his run a bit. That is his third offside of the second half since he's been brought on, so he needs to check his runs, maybe bend it a bit, wait. The timing is also very important when you're making those types of runs, so I think that's something his teammates and his coach need to address with him at the next training session, of course. Mahlobo. Back to Byers. Chaba. Zuma. More substitutions here for Leicester. Cream getting it. 1-on-1. 1-on-1 with could this be 6? Goal! Deservingly so. Cream has had an amazing game. It would have been an injustice for him not to get a goal in this beautiful final, as he's been playing some amazing football. His pace, Wandile Mbata, his pace has been causing all sorts of problems for the Ntandane defense.
6-0 to Leicester.
Rightfully so. The score now is currently 6-0 here in the final. A few more substitutions here for Leicester City, giving a few players a bit of a run, having bagged. I think that is it. I think that is the tournament. That is the trophy handed over to Ntandane. Eniso Mahlobo making his way out, having a good game again. Seemingly Josh Ryan is brother of Kershawn Ryan, who was wearing the number 10 jersey in the first half, causing all sorts of problems for Ntandane, who's just been substituted on, and Juan McDonald as well there, the number 15, who's just made his way. Bata. Bata again, scanning the floor. Ngubo. Jovu, back to Ngubo, trying to start up a bit of a combination there on the side. Skakane looking very depleted there in terms of energy. Maybe the scoreline starting to get to him psychologically. But you know what they say, you never stop until the fat lady sings. Mieza still ever so reliable. The warrior, back to Ngobo. Bias dispossessing Ngubane there. Shaba. Just to mention that we have 250 in attendance today here for our final. Beautiful to see for our beautiful game. Beautiful to see the brand that is the Crusaders tournament growing in numbers. Thank you to everybody that supported the tournament throughout the weekend. Buyers. There, getting too comfortable there at the back, costing his team an unnecessary goal. Could this be that the strike that ignites the comeback? We shall see. We've seen some amazing comebacks in our lifetime, like the Barcelona and PSG game. You know, maybe who knows? Beautiful press there by Ngubane, who's been a general there in Tandane midfield. Bias costing his team quite dearly. Zuma, back to Ngobo. Zuma, Mbata, Ngubo again. Beautiful pass there. Unlucky there from Ndlovu. Tried to chip Sims there at the back. A bit of tired legs and miscommunication there from Piers and Sioka. Not seeing Sims Ndlovu there coming at the back. Sioka. Klengi Ngobo. McDonald. Back to Klengi. Vilarazi. Back to Reese. Always inverting there in the midfield, making sure they have numbers there. Ryan. McDonald. Back to Chaba. Ngubane finding some space here on the wide areas. Ngubo. Tandane fans and coaching staff looking to get a penalty, but the referee seemingly just saw a bit of simulation there from Ngubo. Having seen him do a bit of simulation there in the first half, maybe the referee is a bit cautious on some of the tackles that are made on Ngubo. Chama again in the box. Cross to Ryan. Beautiful. Unlucky there. A bit of cramps there from Undlovu. It's been a long tournament. It's been a daunting game. Again, the referee giving Ngubo a simulation yellow card. Unfortunately, there needs to be a substitution there for Undlovu. He can't continue. Ayanda Ncele is about to check in here, going in for Undlovu. And Ncele looking to enjoy what is left of this final. Maybe a bit lackluster there. Beautiful pass there. Beautiful switch there to Mhlengi by Sioka. Vilakazi. Reese back to Chama. The live wire. Chama looking to add to his already one goal there in the second half. Misread there from Mhlengi. Zuma here. Vilakazi, Paez, back to Vilakazi, Sioka, all the way back to Garrett Symes. Hanging there with pace, causing all sorts of problems there for Skakane. In the box, Chama with a finish, and he makes it a brace. He has been lurking in the box, sniffing and puffing, huffing and puffing there in the box, looking to make it a brace here in the final, and that is the 7th goal. I think that should pretty much kill off the game. 7-1 the score right here in the Crusaders final between Leicester City and Intandani. Some disappointed faces here from Intandani. Unfortunately, it's hurrah, hurrah, hurrah for Leicester City. Beautiful skill and pace there from Mhlengi to create the opportunity there for Chama to slot that 7th goal in. Skakane maybe they're a bit out of sorts, losing a bit of confidence. Mieza, the warrior, looking to take initiative. Bata. Back to Ngobo. Skakane back to Ngobo. If you have just joined us here on the Mukulu Media live stream, it is 7-1 to Leicester City at the Zungu Stadium here in Hilton College at the Crusaders tournament. And Ngele. With 10 minutes to go here, in the second half, in this amazing final, a bit of a walkover, but with 10 minutes to go here, the score is 7-1 with 10 minutes to go up. The Leicester City players looking to enjoy a bit of this game. Chaba. Mhlengi. Leicester City finding it very easy to progress the ball into the final third for. Unlucky there, Chaba and Reese combinating there. Mieza. Back to Mbaza. Beautiful 1-2 touch to progress the ball there. A bit of theatrics there from the Intandani coach there on the sidelines, looking for a foul for his players. Good combination play there from Ngubo and Ngele, trying to take initiative in this already done and dusted game. But who knows? Who knows? Crazy things have happened in football, but I doubt the Leicester City team will let in 6 goals at this point. I think we are just playing for pride as Intandani FC. Ngubo looking to do something here. Kunene there with the cross. Ngubo with the header. Unlucky. Substitution here for Intandani. Olanik Nene making his way. Bias. Bunene. Bunene. Reese looking for Mhlengi there in the wide area. Beautiful ball there by Mhlengi to Josh. With a 2 cents finish, unlucky there by Josh. Opened up his body too wide, couldn't control his shots. Skakane, back to Mbata. Switching it all the way back to Zuma. We haven't mentioned his name in a few minutes. Good ball to Gnene. Quick ball recovery by Baez, who's just been substituted here in the second half with a bit of energy. Bani there losing a bit of confidence, as you can see with his body language. All the way back to Ngobo. Chama. Back to Reese. This combination is amazing. Chama again. Chama looking for the hat trick. Beautiful nutmeg there by Ngele on Reese. A bit of entertainment here for the fans. Beautiful skills. Always good to see a bit of skill being executed here in our beautiful game. They're showing us a bit of Kasi flavor there. Buyers having none of that. Gubo there. Not having the precision required to pull off a through ball to ignite that transition and counter attack for him and Wunene. Skakane back to Gunene. The Intandane players seem to be just enjoying the last few moments of this game with a bit of flair. Shaba getting a yellow card there for that impingement on Ungele. Good to see him back up again. Hengi getting the better of Ngele there, giving him a bit of a taste of his own medicine. Buyers maybe they're wanting to get in on the action amongst the goals. Interesting to see how far he is away from his position. Chama. Chaba. Shaba. Thingy. Chama with the shots, unlucky. We are almost at the end of this game with 2 minutes left in this game. Just a bit of a score reminder, 7-1 to Leicester City here in the Crusaders tournament final, right here at Hilton College, being broadcast to you live by the Makulu Media live stream on YouTube. So if you weren't tuned in, make sure you tune in for the celebratory moments for Leicester City lifting the trophy. So yeah. Buyers all the way to Josh. Buyers again. 1-2 with McDonald. Bata. Back to Ngubo. McDonald here, could he finish? Poor finish. Unlucky there by McDonald. Maybe a bit rush there at the end of it. But good pressure, good defending. And we have it here, and we have it here. Congratulations are in order for Leicester City. It's been an amazing tournament. They came, they saw, they conquered. They are finally here. They have lifted the trophy for the fourth time in a row. Big shout out to Leicester. Big congratulations. Big congratulations to Leicester. Big congratulations to the tournament host. Big congratulations to the Mukulu Media team for being your official broadcasters of this beautiful tournament. Just a score reminder, 7-1 between Leicester City and Intandane. Unfortunately, Intandane did not come to the party in this final. We could have hoped they would have scored more goals, but that didn't happen. But yeah, from us at the Mukulu live stream, we are signing out.
Bring your phones, take some pictures. With the background music from